knackered, 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 knackered. Another one and he was knackered. By dinner time, I was knackered and ready to go to bed. I'm normally too knackered. Miserable, 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 miserable. He were cold, wet and thoroughly miserable. Miserable housing conditions. He was a miserable old devil. What a miserable day. Feral, 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 feral. Feral dogs behave like wolves. We admired the feral beauty of the jungle. Feral cats have adapted well to life in the desert. Screw loose, screw loose, screw loose, screw loose, screw loose, screw loose, screw loose. He must have a screw loose somewhere. He looked as if he had a screw loose. The VCR must have a screw loose, it doesn't work.
Impaired, 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 impaired.
Nowadays we say someone is speech impaired, not dumb. She is vision impaired, so she uses special glasses. The accident impaired his cognitive functions. I'm visually impaired too. Parlor, 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 parlor. The funeral parlor was crowded with too many people. I had done my nails in a hurry at a parlor. Why are you ruining the pizza parlor that I built up like this? Aground, 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 aground. The ship ran aground on the coast of Busan. The Victoria, which ran aground on rocks at about 1:30 this afternoon, has already spilled an estimated 70,000 tons of light crude oil into the sea. Upholstery, 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 upholstery. Use a deep cleanser OFR stubborn stains on carpets and upholstery. It is now cheaper to replace a sofa's reupholstery than to buy a new one. Lurking, 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 lurking. Why are you lurking around outside my house? A crocodile was lurking just below the surface. There's danger lurking everywhere. Neglect, 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 neglect. She denies neglecting her baby. Dance has been neglected by television. You neglected to mention the name of your previous employer. Foliage, 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 foliage. The more foliage, the healthier the environment. In Korea, the fall foliage peaks in late October. Binomial, 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 binomial. A binomial formula. He investigated Pascal's triangle and the binomial theorem. Weather the storm, 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 weather the storm. She refuses to resign, intending to weather the storm. I hope my boat can weather the storm. As he was a very good driver, he was able to weather the storm. Batten down the hatches. 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 In other words, batten down the hatches. So it really is batten down the hatches time. A swift current. 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 He was swept away by a swift current. This river has a swift current. Migrate. 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 Swallows migrate south in winter. Thouns were found to migrate from rural to urban areas in search of work. Puffin. 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 The puffin has a black back, neck, and cap on its head. The puffin swims well with webbed feet. Boast. 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 boast, 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 boast. I don't want to boast, but I can actually speak 6 languages. The hotel also boasts 2 swimming pools and a golf course. Majestic, 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 majestic. A majestic castle, river, view. Mount Hala in Jeju Island is majestic. The general looked majestic with his crusher cap. Infuriating, 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 infuriating. He has an infuriating habit of ignoring me. You are so infuriating. It is infuriating to talk to someone who just looks out of the window. Nuisance, 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 nuisance. I don't want to be a nuisance, so tell me if you want to be alone. He was charged with causing a public nuisance.